Hello, you're listening to Nick RP Green. No internet pseudonyms here. What you see is what you get. Recording on the 21st of January 2013, and you may, or may not, be asking, where the bloody hell have you been?
Nemo, where the fuck have you been?
So, why haven't I made any videos in ages, and why am I back? Well, my last video, my top 5 and worst 5 ultimates in League of Legends, was published on the 7th of August 2012, which is now over 5 months ago. Since then, Misfortune has been updated, and I no longer consider Bullet Time to be the worst ultimate in the game. I'd actually have to reconsider the entire list now due to all of the changes that Season 3 has brought us. So, what have I been doing? In September, I returned to my parents' house in Sheffield for a brief visit, whilst I also competed in the Sheffield Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series. Yes, if you haven't already learnt from any of my previous videos, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! It was a lot of fun, and I placed around 140th out of about 600 people, so I was quite happy with that. After returning home, it seemed that a work placement through the job centre was going to be inevitable, but lo and behold, I got a job! Hooray! So from November, after a 3-day training session in Lingfield, I started work as a junior wine representative for Pieroth Wines Limited. It was a 40-hour-a-week job with very unsociable hours that saw me driving 50 miles from Lancaster to my office in Warrington twice a day, every Monday and Tuesday, to work from 10 a.m. till 8:30 p.m, and then working similar hours seeing customers and giving wine tastings in various locations, including Blackburn, Blackpool, Bolton, Burnley, Bury, Clitheroe, Hyde, Manchester, Oldham and Rochdale on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So with those hours, plus around an hour for each journey to and from home, I was actually sinking in about 60 hours and a lot of petrol money into this job. Combined with gaming sock all day on Saturday, spending time with my girlfriend as and when I could, pretty much the rest of my free time was spent playing video games. Most of my social life was put on hold, never mind time for making these videos. So, why am I back then? Well, I'll continue with the story to answer that question. The job was interesting enough, but the only problem with it was, I wasn't any bloody good at it. Between starting in November and finishing for Christmas, I hadn't made one sale on the road, and I only got a couple of sales on the phone action that we did over Christmas. In fact, the first sale I ever made actually got returned because the old man that I'd sold to over the phone was a bit loopy and just agreed to anything that anyone asked him on the phone, and his son then had to ring up and cancel the order, so that was a bit of a downer. So going into Christmas, I wasn't feeling too good about the job. I still hadn't been paid for a full month's work, I was spending a lot of money, as I said, on petrol, and it didn't feel like I was contributing anything to the company, and to be honest, I had very little faith in the products. I did get a fair amount of wine to try, and I kept the samples that I had left before Christmas, and whilst they were really nice wines, they're priced at around £10 to £16 a bottle, and that's before VAT and delivery charges. So with the minimum order being 12 bottles in a case, your order averaged around £180. So as you can imagine, this was a product for people with a fair amount of spare cash, and either I just couldn't seem to find those people, or if I did, I wasn't able to part them with their hard-earned dough. Anyway, I spent 10 days off with my parents and brother for Christmas. I got sat nav from my parents to help with the job, an Xbox 360 charging dock with 2 battery packs, as well as this awesome Baron Nashor pillow from my amazing girlfriend, amongst some other things. I went out around Sheffield with some old college mates and got very drunk, though we did, whilst hungover the following morning, start plans to create Stray Dogs Theatre Company, though we're still on Facebook trying to work out exactly what we're going to do with that, so that's a work in progress. I then came back to Lancaster for New Year with a couple of my old uni mates who came up and a couple of the Gaming Soccer exec members who came over, and spent pretty much the whole evening playing League of Legends with 7 other people and their PCs and laptops in a room that's designed to fit a double bed and a wardrobe. Very cramped, but lots of fun. Oh, and in case you're wondering, the Winter Steam sale saw me purchase Deck Set Radio, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, Spec Ops: The Line and Torchlight 2. Oh, and Milo also got me Mass Effect 3 for Christmas thanks to his staff discount at HMV. Okay, this bit I've actually re-recorded after I finished the whole thing and started making the video. So I've had to go back and record this bit to add in after finishing it all, because I'm a dirtbrain. I also bought The Walking Dead, which, if you haven't bought and played The Walking Dead, please buy and play The Walking Dead, and you will also cry your eyes out at the end. Well, I didn't actually cry, but Jesus Christ, it hit me. I don't like point-and-click adventure games. I hate Monkey Island. I hate Broken Sword. Well, I don't hate them, but I don't like those kind of games. But seriously, Walking Dead, it got to me. It is such a good story, and it's such a good game. Seriously, just buy it and play it. And get all teary over Clementine. I won't tell you. I don't want to spoil it, but it's so sad. So, fresh back after the holidays, I went back to work for the January sale phone action, and I absolutely bombed it. In 3 days, I made 1 sale, I made 1 appointment for the following week, and organised 1 delivery for the same time. The team hadn't hit its target for the week, so we were all expected to come back in on the Saturday to finish the target. I decided that I wasn't prepared to drive 50 miles, to spend all day Saturday achieving bugger all, just to then drive 50 miles back, when I could actually do something productive at home, as well as spend time with my girlfriend, who I hadn't seen for nearly 2 weeks as we'd spent Christmas and New Year apart. I was on probation for the first 2 months anyway, and I decided that if I wasn't let go at the end of those 2 months, I would request to quit. I knew the end was coming, I just didn't expect it so quickly. Monday morning, my line manager calls me into the office to ask why I wasn't in on Saturday with everyone else, and I gave him the same reasons that I just explained to you. He tells me that he noticed I struggled massively the previous week and that I'm not achieving the standard that I need to achieve, so says I can either call it quits here and now, or if I want to fight for the job, he'll put me on the road this week and I'll have a target of £1,000 to earn on the week. As you can probably guess, I didn't fight. Within an hour and a half of turning up at the office, I was back on the road again, heading home. My time at Pieroth Wines ended and my job of 2 months over. Just at this point, I'd like to wish luck and my best wishes to my buddy Keith Briers on the off chance that he's watching this video. He's a guy who started Pieroth a few weeks before I did. I became friends with him. He was put in the exact same situation I was and quit with me on that Monday. Hope you find whatever you're looking for, mate. So, now here I am. I have my first Job Seekers restart meeting in a couple of hours actually, and the whole process starts again. So what am I going to do with my free time? Well, first of all, I'll be job hunting, surprise surprise. If you know of anything that might be appropriate, please let me know. Remember that I do live in Lancaster, so I need to be able to get to it. I'm not bloody driving 50 miles for another job. I'm also going to be attempting to be a bit of a better house husband for my girlfriend once I get back into a routine, as I was a bit slacky last time and the house wasn't that great, and the house isn't that great now, even after New Year, because we haven't fully tidied up. So I really need to sort of get back on and be better at that. And then finally, of course, there's the video games. I'm back on the radio starting this Tuesday. I was on the radio before I got my job. However, I never actually mentioned it before. It runs every Tuesday at 3 till 4 p.m. on Balerig FM, which is Lancaster University's radio station. You can see a link on your screen right now. It's an entertainment discussion program called Screen Team, run by a guy called Jonathan Kennedy, featuring myself, or at least it used to, and will now starting this Tuesday, and also features Milo Says Relax, who you've heard me talk about, and his videos in the past. As well as the usual video games, I'm going to be playing much more ranked in League of Legends to improve my skill, get a bit more knowledge of the game, get a bit more sort of into it, and hopefully I might see if there's a career opportunity of some form in that area, whether it's playing the game, writing about the game, talking about the game, whatever. There might be something out there. I'm going to play more ranked and get better at League of Legends. And then, of course, there's this. I'll be back with the videos, just like this one. Probably a lot of League of Legends stuff, because it's really big in my life at the moment. But I'll be looking at lots of things, and hopefully I might actually review some full games when they come out, looking specifically at Metal Gear Rise and Revengeance. Watch the new trailer for it. It looks freaking awesome. Any requests or suggestions for any videos that you want me to do, feel free to ask. It's always nice to know what people want to hear me talk about, and it gives me something to work towards. So, there you go. I went away, found out I was crap at selling wine, and now I'm back. I know I'm nothing fantastic here on YouTube. I know my audience is small, but it's something I enjoy, and I hope it's something that some people enjoy watching and listening to. And who knows, there's a whole world out there to explore. The perfect thing isn't going to fall into my lap, so it's time to get looking for it. As always, subscribe if you're looking forward to what I've got in store. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time. Oh, and Happy New Year, everyone!